Hello, 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 and good morning, everyone. This semester we've had some crazy things happening. We've got the fact that vegans can't do everything, Ted got crucified, and it looks like Donald Trump is the last one standing. However, our main story tonight is all about oil spills. And not the kind that comes out of politicians' mouths when they talk about, well, oil spills.
Senator Collins, thanks for coming in.
It's a great pleasure, thank you.
This ship that was involved in the incident off Western Australia this week.
Yeah, the one the front fell off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very typical. I'd like to make that point.
Well, how is it untypical?
Well, there are a lot of these ships going around the world all the time, and very seldom does anything like this happen. I just don't want people thinking that tankers aren't safe.
Was this tanker safe?
Well, I was thinking more about the other ones.
The ones that are safe?
Yeah, the ones the front doesn't fall off.
Wasn't this built so the front wouldn't fall off?
Well, obviously not.
How do you know?
Well, because the front fell off, and 20,000 tonnes of crude oil spilled into the sea caught fire. It's a bit of a giveaway. I just like to make the point that that is not normal.
Well, what sort of standards are these oil tankers built to?
Well, very rigorous maritime engineering standards.
What sort of thing?
Well, the front's not supposed to fall off for a start, usually.
Senator Collins, why did the front fall off?
Well, a wave hit it.
A wave hit it?
A wave hit the ship.
Is that unusual?
Oh, yeah. At sea, chance for millions.
So what do you do to protect the environment in cases like this?
The ship was towed outside the environment.
Into another environment?
No, it's been towed beyond the environment. It's not in the environment.
No, but from one environment to another environment.
No, it's beyond the environment. It's not in an environment. It has been towed beyond the environment.
Well, what's out there?
Nothing's out there.
Well, there must be something
There is nothing out there. All there is sea and birds and fish.
And
20,000 tonnes of crude oil.
It's not just this guy who is clueless about oil spills. Everyday normal people have no idea how many spills there have been in the past 20 years, let alone how impactful they actually are.
What's your name?
Ashley.
Hi.
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, America. Make Trump great again.
So, how many oil spills do you think have happened in the past 50 years?
I'm honestly gonna give a random guess and say 32.
6.
Oh,
I would guess 500.
all right.
He doesn't care.
All right. Can you name an oil spill?
No, I cannot.
All right.
Is it the Exxon Valdez oil spill?
The Exxon Valdez. That's right. Education.
Well, I mean, there's the really famous BP oil spill from a couple years ago, actually. But I mean, that's like the major one that I know of. I don't know of any other named ones.
All right. What ways can you help to clean up an oil spill?
I am the wrong person to ask for that.
They get a big rag, and they just wipe it all up with a rag.
Good answer.
All I know of is they use soap to clean the animals, but nothing else.
All right. Thank you.
I guess for the animals that have to deal with the oil, there are certain like washing products that they use on the animals, but for the actual water, I have no idea.
I forgot the next question.
Make America great again. Go.
For the past 50 years, the US alone has had over 48 oil spills, and many of them have been disastrous. Take the Exxon Valdez, for instance, which crashed on March 24th, 1984. At the time it ran aground, the vessel was carrying about 53.1 million gallons of oil. Captain Joseph Hazelwood had been drinking that night and was not even at the controls when the ship struck the reef. The crew had also rushed all checks in order to leave Alaska. Millions of gallons were spilled into Prince William Sound, and many different cleanup ways didn't work. However, instead of destroying the tanker that caused the environmental disaster, Americans fixed it. It cost the U.S. $30 million in repairs to the tanker. 25 years after the incident, we are still facing the problems. 11 million gallons of crude oil was spilled into Alaska's Prince William Sound. And you think, oh, that's just one incident. Okay, it's not a big deal. Well, no, you're wrong. There was the Deepwater Horizon spill, dumping 627,000 tons in 2011, or the 2010 Port Arthur spill, dumping 1,500 tons. These are 3 out of 48. And we aren't even counting the ones before those 50 years, which, yes, do add up. We took a list from Wikipedia, which, truth be told, is sketchy enough, but we highlighted all of the U.S. oil spills that have happened, and it's all on here. It looks like Elle Woods threw up. But it's alright, because the companies are doing absolutely everything about it.
Thank you for calling BP. Our normal working hours are 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Okay, so maybe not that time, but they found a for-sure way to clean up all of the oil spills. Okay, I lied, but we can really make some bit of a difference. You can use chemical dispersants to put over the oil to help it dissolve, or you can use high-pressure hose systems to help clean up the rocky shores, or you just have to gather it up by bit to help clean up the floor. Although these methods are not the most efficient and not the most environmentally friendly, they are the best that the world has produced so far. And if you think there is no good reason to make a difference because it's the ocean, I don't live there, it doesn't affect me. Well, yes, it does. Not only does it cost you millions of dollars a year, but let's face it, no one wants to see the sad animal videos of the after effects of oil spills.
We know full well there's just time. So is it wrong to dance this line? If your heart was full of love, could you give it up?
Now, here's the best solution to what anyone can do. The best thing to do for the ocean right now is get zombies out of there.